Hi, I'm sorry, just hold on 1 second. Hello, I am an apolitical Zillennial. Now, I want to give a very special shout out to this guy right here.
Hello, I'm a millennial moderate.
So, he is the inspiration for this video. Now, most of you are probably thinking, what is an apolitical Zillennial? Well, let me explain it to you. First off, if you don't know what apolitical is, basically, long story short, apolitical is somebody that just has no interest in politics. They're not involved in politics, nothing like that. They don't have a point of view on the left, the right, the middle, anything. None of that. Now, as for a Zillennial, on the other hand, technically speaking, I am Gen Z. I'm not going to deny that. I was born in 2000. I'm a Gen Z. Period. End of story. Now, what makes me a Zillennial is the aspect that I grew up in a household that my lifestyle was based around the aspect that I was raised like a 90s kid, but I had access to Gen Z like stuff, like electronics, technology, a lot of TV, stuff like that, which Zillennial is not a real classification, so let's not get that twisted. Let's call for what it is. It's not real. I call myself that because that's more or less what I am. Same thing can go for a millennial, like my best friend, for example, which he is a content creator himself, not Lubby. Again, shout out to Lubby. Thank you for inspiration for this video. But yeah, like I said, same thing can go for a millennial that was actually a millennial and also was brought up like a 90s kid that also had access to technology and video games and other stuff like that. Now, as an apolitical zillennial, I have viewpoints of the world and much more or less the country of the United States of America in sometimes a very different light, sometimes in a relatable light to most of us, and sometimes my views as an apolitical zillennial can actually be kind of contradicting and hypocritical. And I will admit that because I can sometimes agree with some things that literally go against each other because both sides actually make sense. This is part one. Stay tuned for part two and part three. And once again, shout out to Lovey the Red for being the inspiration of this. He is my co-worker and fellow content creator friend. So thank you, Lovey, and I will see you guys in part two.